Ladies and gentlemen, Geri Petito.
I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. And in time, this too shall pass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Geri Petito taught the class. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Loves the answer, the greener grass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. One day at a time, free at last.
When you don't know just what to do,
Just what to do, just what to do.
if what you're feeling is really true,
Is it really true? Is it really true?
just keep your ideas safe and sound.
Safe and sound, safe and sound.
That's exactly how change is found.
Change is found, change is found. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. And in time, this too shall pass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Geri Petito taught the class. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Loves the answer, the greener grass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. One day at a time, free at last.
Hey, Elvis hanging.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Geri Petito Show on Hamilton Radio, guys. Everyone and anyone who knows me knows I'm the author of I'm Not an Addict, I'm Just an Ass. I'd rather be a smart ass than a dumbass. Because, guys, we got to start looking at addiction differently, and this book can absolutely help you. If anyone out there is in need and cannot truly afford my book, reach out to me, please. Okay? I am here to help you. I'm a recovery coach. I'm a nutritional health coach. I will help you. So now you can get my book on Amazon, Barnes & Noble. It's everywhere. All right? Guys, I'm going to say something that a lot of you are not going to agree with, but we have choices. Okay? So make the right ones. Okay? So now I want to introduce my incredible guest co-host today, Ava Holly. Say hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
Tell everyone about you, please.
Okay, I'm Ava Holly. My company is 4A Star. We do a lot of things around the entertainment industry, including set up events, event planning, drive you to your events. We also have a charitable bag company, and we make purses for different charities across the country. And we're looking to move everything into one location, so we're kind of in a little limbo right now. You can reach me on Facebook, Ava Holly, public figure, and from there you'll find all the page links because everything goes to the main page. But find me there, and thank you, my lovely Geri Petito, for having me with you today.
So this is going to be amazing, amazing, amazing. All right, guys, so I came out of hiding because I retired in August, and I've done a few interviews as Ava's co-host with people who asked me to please do a show, and I made a few exceptions. But today I'm making a huge exception because now it's on my show, the Geri Petito Show here at Hamilton Radio, for this guest. Before I introduce him and his beautiful girl right there, I'm going to read his poem. This is his story, okay? And then I will properly introduce him. Bobby Memphis. One of the first ETAs is this guy right here. Stage name Bobby Memphis, an awesome career. To my ETAs, don't get mad, because this ETA, honey, I want to grab. You heard that right. Did a thing I wanted to, slept in the king's bed at Vernon's house. It's true. He even got some gifts from Dad. He's wearing one today, guys. A shirt worn by Elvis is something not many could say. Bobby met Elvis at Graceland, a day he'll never forget. Sitting and chatting with the king, months later, a job he will get. After Elvis's passing, Vernon offered a job, taking care of things in need, even meeting the Memphis mob. Personal talks with Priscilla and taking care of her kid. Lisa Marie was a challenge, can't imagine things she did. From Tupelo to Memphis, the candlelight service began. Started by you, my friend, for Elvis, from heaven he sang. A top 10 ETA worldwide, 1979 was the year. Bobby Memphis made it known that he was the one to fear. The first ETA to tour Sweden, along with Linda Gail Lewis, his ex. Jerry Lee Lewis, his sister, up in heaven rockin' with the best. The day you guys got married, to drive to your wedding that day, Elvis's black Cadillac limo was the car that drove you away. You performed all over Memphis in clubs the king performed. Keeping the king alive back then wasn't the norm. Johnny Rivers' video had you portray the king going into Sun Studios. Were you wearing his ring? Becoming friends with Sam Phillips, Sun Records recorded him first. Rubbing elbows with these guys for you, I'm ready to burst. Ray Stevens' video, you also portrayed the king. I saw Elvis in a UFO. Did the UFO also sing?
Yeah.
Okay. Hanging on set while filming Great Balls of Fire, how cool. Meeting Meg Ryan and Dennis Quaid, damn, you're making me drool. You met this girl named Cookie.
Hi.
Known her about 5 years. I heard when you're not with her, she brings you to tears. It's just a rumor I heard, a rumor. Not just your girl now, your manager too. Thank God for Cookie. And Jerry loves her too. One last thing to mention. Bobby knows the truth. The facts I will now share, most of you will dispute. The king is alive and well. At Graceland he was seen. More than one occasion. At 90 looking lean. Pastor Bob Joyce is the king. Even I have been told the truth. Believe it or not is your choice. Again, we're not here to dispute. Bobby Memphis, I'm honored to know. Now get ready, let's start the show. Everybody, let me introduce Bobby Memphis.
Let's give her a hand on that phone.
And this is for you.
Oh,
Thank you, dear. That was great.
beautiful.
A lot of work went into that. I'm
So-
sure.
So Cookie sent me some facts. She threatened me, said it better
Yes.
be great. You know how
Yep.
it goes. I
There
mean,
you
you
go.
know how it goes. Cookie, listen. I love you, girl. It's like we've known each other forever.
years.
Friends for life,
Yes.
okay?
Yeah.
Before I let Bobby speak,
Go ahead.
I want you to just tell the audience a little bit about how you guys met, and then I'm going to give him the mic.
Okay, how we met? Well, basically, I was running a restaurant, and he was there. He used to come in there all the time. He was used to do karaoke. And that was basically it. We kind of hit it off, and we used to go play different places, and that was it. And should I say love at first sight? No. But over the years, whatever, we got to be very, very friendly, and that's where we are right now.
Beautiful.
So, yeah.
Nice.
Absolutely beautiful. He's a lucky guy, and of course, you're a lucky girl.
Yep.
So, you know, everybody thinks they're like the biggest Elvis fan in the world, except for Cookie. She
I,
admitted
I
that to
never,
me.
it's not that I did not like
No,
him.
no, I know.
I just didn't, he wasn't my,
Yeah.
look, and I end up with one, right?
Okay.
So,
So, but everyone likes to
I
say
can only
they.
shave my head.
Everyone likes to say they are, but I am.
that I know.
Okay.
That's why
I
we're on this
am.
show.
And
Exactly.
that is why we're doing this show.
Yeah.
And now I want to give you the mic. I want you to talk a little bit. Say whatever you want to say, because we will have questions for you. But look into the camera at the audience and give them a little bit about your story.
I
And
tell you, I
how-
don't get no respect.
Wait, and how old you were when you were at the gate. Start there,
Right.
walking around the gate of Graceland. Go ahead, talk into the mic a
Well,
little bit more.
the first thing with the gate, I used to go there, and when I first was out there in 1977, it was just a short time, a few weeks after Elvis had did his last show, and an elderly woman in her late 60s, early 70s
Elderly.
was coming up, dark black hair, and dressed in high collar shirts, and very sweet lady. Her name was Lorraine Smith. She is the mother of Billy Smith, and she would go up there, I guess, once a month or whenever she wanted to. But she was on her way up to Graceland to pick up her check. Vernon would make it out for her, and she would walk up there because she loved walking up to Graceland. Elvis was her nephew. And amazing lady. She just started talking with me, and she said that I reminded her a lot of her nephew. And I had no idea at the time who I was speaking with. But after a while, we got to be friends, and she invited me to take the walk up to Graceland. And we went around the back of the house through Meditation Garden, and there's this small building there. It looks not much bigger than a garage, but that was the office where Vernon would sit and make out the checks and pay the staff and the people that worked there. And we went inside the office, and she introduced me to Vernon. nice gentleman, soft-spoken in a way, but very stern also. And we shook hands, and Lorraine asked if Elvis was up yet. This is in the afternoon. And he said, let me call the house. And he made a call over, and he said, yeah, Elvis is up. She said, well, I'd like him to meet Bobby. And Vernon said, fine, okay, you can go over. And Elvis was in black silk pajamas and had slippers on and an initialed EAP robe that was over him in silk, and he had his glasses on, and Lorraine walked over and introduced me to him. He says, I want to meet my nephew. This is Elvis, and this is Bobby. And he just took his glasses down and took a look at me, and I've got a pair that are probably with me right here.
Wait,
that
show
look
everybody.
Okay.
Come
yeah.
on.
Go ahead, Jerry, go ahead.
Okay.
These are Elvis's glasses, guys, and I had them on as well today. Yes, I did. Jealous? Good.
Open them up.
Put them on. Put them
Yep.
on, baby.
This is
Okay.
Elvis's.
Okay, these were Elvis's last pair of glasses that he had made for him.
This is crazy.
And this is the original case they came in, as you can tell.
This is
It's
crazy.
been a little weathered, but I managed to even get this shirt after Elvis passed away,
Honey,
and I met Elvis.
So you took
These
off-
things,
Yeah.
this and another shirt, and I had another one, I'm trying to find it, but these things were actually kind of tossed by Vernon. He didn't know the value of them, and the sleeves are a little, there was an elastic in here. It's gotten broken over the time, it's not tight. I gotta have another one put in. But this was his shirt, and there's another one we had.
Yeah.
If you wanted to wear that during the interview here, you
Uh-huh.
could.
I know.
And it's sitting
Can
over there.
Can I hold it?
Yes, she
You can
can.
hold
could
it.
grab the
You can
shirt.
put it on if you can.
Well,
I don't even know where we put it. Oh, there it is.
I just
We
want to
got it.
hold it.
laying
I
over
just
the
want you
chair
to
there.
say, when Elvis looked at you, he put his glasses on, and you got to finish that story.
Yeah, well, when Elvis took his glasses down, he looked at me and he smiled. And he says, pleasure to meet you. And I knew he was busy. He was getting ready to have breakfast and all. And we excused ourselves, and I asked, he says, is there anything I can get you? I said, I'd love to have an autograph. And where's the autograph?
Okay, so,
Oh, here it is.
There it
Here it is. I got his autograph on an 8x10 piece of paper that they had there at Graceland. And, it was great for me to get this. I really enjoyed having it. And I've kept it with me all these 49 years,
Worth a lot of money.
50 years now.
oh my
And
gosh.
Just his signature
I've got-
on itself.
where's the cigarette lighter?
Okay, here it is.
Oh,
So,
you've got
hold
that.
on.
Okay, I
And
got
then
my
you
stuff
can-
all over the
And
table,
then you can
man.
talk, so you'll talk about this letter as well,
Yeah.
guys.
Well, wait, what did he say when he tilted his glasses down to you?
Hey, he just looked at me and smiled. he just looked at me and
Amazing.
smiled, and he says, how you doing, man? I says, it's a pleasure to meet you. He says, pleasure to meet you, too. And I said, look, I know you're busy. We don't want to take up your time. Lorraine brought me up here, and,
don't like
we're
that.
gonna let you
I
go.
don't like that.
I know he was gonna have
Look at the
breakfast, and
screen.
we excused ourselves, and he said, is there anything
back.
you'd like? And I said, I'd love to have your autograph. And that is this one here. And again, I had him put it on a big piece of paper, not a little small piece of paper where he used to
Oh,
sign autographs.
Never mind, you're right.
And this I
You're right,
bought
you're
from
right.
Arlene Bradley, this cigarette lighter that she has here.
Okay, this cigarette lighter was Elvis Presley's, just saying.
Yes, this was, and he had broken the mechanism that you wind up, and I had it repaired, but you'd wind it up and it would play a tune, and he liked to do that when lighting the ladies' cigarettes. And one day he overwound the lighter, and it kind of peed him off a little bit. He bought this when he came out of the service. It was one of the first things he got out of a jewelry shop there. And I bought this because Arlene, the girl he gave it to, when it broke, she needed money for an engine in her car, and I bought it from her. And this letter of authenticity is signed by Patsy Presley, the daughter of Vester Presley, Elvis's double first cousin. And Lisa Marie stayed with her many, many nights, along with her cousin Dana and her friend Laura, and it's signed and notarized. It's really is, and I've kept it with me all these years in the original envelope I had gotten from Patsy, along with the lighter in the original box.
That's crazy.
And
Okay, I would like to hold this. You can
You can
hold
hold
it.
it, you can put it on, you
Well-
can do whatever you
well,
want.
Only because of my lung issues with the
Exactly.
fabrics, but
That's
look.
fine.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
Deb, get a photo, please. Guys, this was Elvis's, okay? I'm just saying. All right, I'm just saying, Elvis Presley's. Here, Deb, get a photo. This is Elvis's, baby.
Yeah, these shirts,
Okay.
along with another one that I have, it's at home somewhere buried. But these things belong to Elvis, and Vernon figured he kind of grew out of them, and they weren't going to be worth much, and he had so many things that Vernon kind of tossed them, and I said, hey, can I have those things? And he said, yeah, take them. I had a couch that belonged to Elvis. It was up in the racquetball club. It was a beige couch, vinyl, but it was something nice. It was moved down to the guardhouse, and at that time, the guys that were working security were doing a lot of messing around with ladies that came and stayed overnight at the guardhouse and told stories and talked, and then the curtains would get drawn, and, well, what went on went on. But one time when I was playing football there with Billy Smith's son and a bunch of other guys that were at Graceland, we used to play football like Elvis did, touch football. And I had picked up a fumble, and I got across the trees line where we had our posts set up, and it was February, it was real muddy, and I had a choice of either hitting the wall or hitting the ground, so I took the ground. And what I did was, I snapped my collarbone in half.
Grace.
I did. I snapped it in half. I had to go to Baptist Hospital, and Vernon was on the 7th floor,
That's right.
and the doctor asked where I got hurt, and we told him playing football at Graceland, and he's like looking at me and looking at my buddy Mike who drove me there, and he says, you know, Vernon's up on the 7th floor. I says, don't say a word. You tell him he's gonna fire us all. So he kept it quiet, but later on it leaked out that I had gotten injured. I had to meet with the attorneys and sign a letter that I would not going to sue or bring any action against the estate, which I didn't. And that kept me my job for a couple more years. But as painful it was a nice experience, and I've got my own personal souvenir from Graceland.
So wait, we're going to be playing a song of yours soon, but wait, I have a question for you. So, were you a huge Elvis fan prior to all that?
I tell you, I loved Elvis music. I
Okay.
was not a big fan.
Okay.
I lived in New Jersey, but it was just something I was able to do along with my music from Creedence and many other artists, including my own brother-in-law, Jerry Lee Lewis.
Okay, there you go.
But, you know, when I got there, people were noticing me, and I got a lot of attention. And then when I started working at Graceland in 1977, after Elvis had passed away, when I was asked by Vernon to help with security, it became more and more,
Excuse me.
Yeah.
you know, attention, and I enjoyed it. I did. I mean, where I was in New Jersey, and women weren't like, oh, you know, you look like Elvis. Forget it. I wasn't getting a date.
Show him
I
the
went to
jacket.
Memphis. This was my security jacket at Graceland. I
Get
got it from
out of
Vernon.
here.
That I got from Vernon.
TCB, everybody.
I had the emblem on
And
the
he
front,
wears
but
it
I
still
took
to
it
this
off.
day. He
I
wears
took
it.
it off, but I left the TCB there, and I've had this thing for almost 50 years
I
now.
wouldn't have taken the emblem off either.
Right.
Boo.
Well, I've got it
Blue
home.
is-
I know, but
I
boo.
can
I'll
always
sew
have
it back on.
restitched.
She's gonna
Yeah,
stitch
I'll
it
put
back.
back.
Come
All
on.
the stitching.
All right,
Yeah,
so-
I had to show you this also.
So I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Okay, so you were you started, number one, you started the candlelight vigil, correct?
Yeah, I was with several other people that we did that. It was in 1979. We were coming up in August, and we came up with an idea with a guy named Tony Russo and Walter Anderson. They're both deceased now, but they started a thing put together called Effie, Eternal Flame for Elvis.
Okay.
And we got Vernon to, become part of the whole thing. He got the first certificate of authenticity from the club and the fan club, and we took off in our cars and in a Winnebago. There were three girls from England, Michelle, Margaret, and Yvonne, and their brother Bobby, and they came along with us, along with a couple friends of mine, Rusty Moore and a few other people, and we drove down to Elvis's birthplace. Aunt Lorraine came with us, Elvis's aunt, and she lit the torch on the steps where Elvis was born. And at the time, they had a picture out there of the Elvis chapel they were going to build, which a few months later they started. And we walked 3.5 days on foot from Tupelo, Elvis's birthplace, to Graceland, the same road that Elvis's father, mother, and Elvis took to come to Memphis. And we did that in 3.5 days. I wore out a pair of sneakers and boots doing it. It rained, but we kept that torch going, and we slept in the evenings in the Winnebago. And then next morning we get out and we start walking. We had it all mapped out. It worked out beautifully. We got there the evening of August 15th. And there was a fan club there called, what was it? Oh, well, don't much matter.
Okay.
It'll come to me.
Yeah.
But Elvis Country Fan Club, they were there. And they wanted to light their candles off the torch. So we went to the souvenir shops of Elvis across the street from Graceland at the time, and we got candles, broke them in half, and we were handing them out to people. And then when we ran out of that, we went to Walgreens up the road on Rains Road and got more candles and came down, and we gave them to everybody, and they lit their candles and placed them on the wall of Graceland. And a lot of them held them, which I've got some of the pictures in the box that I've got somewhere around here.
Okay.
And it shows Harold Lloyd and my friend who walked with us, and a bunch of people standing around with candles and all. And I was there taking pictures, so I didn't get in many of the pictures. I did a few there at home in a big book of Elvis pictures
Okay.
from Graceland and all the reefs and flowers that were at Graceland there in '79. And it was a great experience to feel like part of a family, the Elvis family.
Yeah.
And I loved it. I did. Because, I mean, like I said, when I was here in New Jersey, I didn't feel special. I went to Memphis, and Elvis's father, aunts, uncles, cousins, the kids, their children all made me feel like family. And it was a wonderful experience that nobody could experience unless they were there.
Yeah.
And the walk the next day, we took the torch and we walked it to the Elvis Presley Ranch. And that was over in Mississippi in South Haven. And we had a plot of land there with a big monument that had been made with a poem that a friend of mine, Jan Burns, had written. It was a beautiful poem. And George Klein was there, Red West was there, Richard Davies, Charlie Hodge, George Klein. They were all there. And Aunt Lorraine was there, and we lit the torch. And it stayed there for a couple years. And somebody, I imagine someone that worked at Graceland, whatever, was going there and putting it out, putting a bucket over the things. We'd have to go back and start it up every few days. It was just out of jealousy, and they realized that a torch was something they should do at Graceland, and later on they moved it down to Graceland.
Okay.
And that's what now people see up there at the house.
Okay.
But the monument was moved down across from Graceland by the souvenir shops, and then eventually that was destroyed
Okay.
and sold up for the marble.
Okay.
It's just the way things go. And Priscilla and Graceland started realizing there was big money to be made.
Yep.
I was one of the first 10 guys that were doing it, like Johnny Hara.
ETA, you mean?
A guy, ETA at the time. We were Elvis impersonators at that time. That's what we were called.
Yeah.
And that later changed. They gave it more of a sophisticated name, just like a used car. It's a certified a certified used car. So, they started making changes. I left Graceland. I had gotten married. And then
And what year was that?
That was in 1981.
Okay.
I got married. My wife and I would go back to Graceland quite often.
Okay.
And I'd always go there and hang out at Graceland, go up to the house, sit. I remember I knew Minnie Mae Dodger, Elvis's
Dodger.
grandmother.
Oh, wait. I have a question because I can't forget this.
The nurse.
No,
Oh,
no,
no.
no.
You know the nurse.
Did you ever get to go upstairs and see Elvis's bedroom?
No, that was off
Alright.
limits.
Always. It was always
I
off
don't know,
limits.
Jerry.
But I
since you
did
hopped
get
on
to
that
go up the
bed.
steps. Elvis's aunt, who was Vernon's sister, lived there. And
I know, but I would have snuck up. I don't care.
I know.
she used to, well, there was no security at that time, really.
Right, so
There
I
was
would have
no-
ran upstairs.
Wait, you
Well,
gonna tell him the story?
I couldn't do that out of
You
respect.
gotta tell the story.
I was able to go downstairs into the house and, and get something to drink. I'd get something, sometimes a sandwich to eat or whatever. And I knew the cook and all, Mary Jenkins, and the people were wonderful. Even the grandmother, Dodger, had her mind till the day she passed away.
Wow.
She was smart as a whip.
So
And even she made comments that Elvis was upstairs walking around at night
I,
and she
bel-
could hear him.
I believed it too. But wait, she's telling me I have to tell the story. All right, so
You have to.
I will.
Sorry.
I will. All right, so again, I'm the biggest Elvis fan in the world. I don't care what you people think I am.
Well,
All right, anyway.
Well,
I vouch now.
So anyway, I have a lot of friends in Australia. I'm a poker person, and we're all poker people. So when I go there, I stay with this family, blah, blah, blah. And we help this guy out. We call him Limpy because he limps. He has MS.
You told me the
Okay,
story.
yeah. And so me and my brother and Peter, who I stay with him and his family there, we all brought him to the United States a few years back. It was pre-COVID and all that. And so he stayed with me for a month. And of course, I had to take him to Graceland. He's a big Elvis fan. So we get on the Lisa Marie plane, and we're going to the last room of the plane, and it's Elvis's bedroom. And it has plastic wrapped around the bed and a note that says, "Do not touch." So I give him my camera, not my phone at the time. I give him my camera, and I go, "Listen to me. I've waited my entire life to lay on this man's bed. I'm going to jump on the bed. You get the photo. But mate, we'll get arrested." I said, imagine those headlines. Jersey girl gets arrested for laying on Elvis's bed. I want to get arrested. I said, let's
told you
go.
this one.
I give him the phone. I lay on the bed, and the alarms go off. He drops the camera and runs off the plane limping, okay? So he didn't get the picture, all right? And I said,
and
listen.
you're still there.
Listen, it was funny. They did that on purpose because they know, and I said this to you guys, every gay man and every woman in the world is going to want to lay on that bed, okay? It was amazing. So, but you didn't get to go up. I would have ran upstairs. 4 o'clock in the morning, I would have went upstairs. I don't care. You had access. All right, let's do this.
Out of respect, we didn't do
I
those
know,
things.
but,
I would have been out of a job.
all right. You should have done it before you knew you were leaving then.
Correct.
All right, before we continue, we're going to have the producer play one of your songs.
Oh, okay.
Now would you please get your hands together for Mr. Bobby Memphis. Heard you knew there's a good rockin' tonight. Well, I heard you knew there's a good rockin' tonight. I'm gonna hold rocking shoes, so tonight I'm gonna rock away and all my blues. I heard you do, and still rocking. Let's go.
All right.
You gotta put that off, it's gonna keep going.
What?
No.
It's not here, it's from there.
Oh, yeah.
What? This
Okay.
ain't doing nothing.
Oh, I thought it was gonna keep on going to the next song.
Oh,
We're
no.
gonna sit here for the next 45 minutes.
No.
Shut up.
No. So
That's
listen.
what we have ribbon for.
Yeah, real quick. What did that song mean to you? And then we'll play another song.
That happened in 1989. I was launching my ex-wife's career, and I got the band that we worked with at Hernando's Hideaway, where Elvis performed in Memphis, and I got them to work with us for a few days. We worked on all of our songs for our sets, and I understood that they really loved rockabilly out there in Europe, and that was what I chose to do, rockabilly. The whole show I did was rockabilly. It was at the Mallard Forum Coliseum in Sweden, and we worked a couple other hotels throughout Sweden. It was a beautiful, beautiful country. It really was. And the people were fantastic. We had a wonderful time. The tour was successful. And she didn't like it that I got more applause than she did. I mean, she cursed me out real bad. How dare you show me up in front of my fans? And I'm like, well, this is your first time over on your own. I made her learn to play piano. I worked with her for 9 months, make her learn to play piano like her brother, Jerry Lee. And at the show, she's like sitting, playing piano and raking the keys and stuff. And the people weren't really getting excited, even though the performance was great. The show, I recorded everything. And after this, we took a break. She cussed me out in front of the band. Said, "How dare you show me up in front of my fans, my people?"
Listen, I don't like to talk bad of the Zed, but that's a little weird.
Well, she was jealous because they were all Teddy
know,
boys.
but-
Teddy boys. They were all into rockabilly, and she's just sitting
Yeah.
playing. And I said, well, you need to get off your stool and start playing like your brother, Jerry Lee. Kick the stool, the whole thing. Second show come up that she did, she's sitting playing and just going through her songs, You Win Again and Hank Williams song and all. And the audience is just, so she got aggravated. This is where it gets funny. She gets aggravated. She stands up, kicks the piano stool, it hit the monitor, hit the guitar player, and the audience went crazy. And that was it. The show became a success, and she learned to become a performer.
That's funny.
That's a cool story. So now I have a surprise for you. Somebody just walked in. Yo, Rock,
Hey, yo,
Who?
I didn't know you were doing this.
Oh
come
my
on
God.
over, babe.
It's all right.
It's all right.
Slide on over.
Yo,
Whoa, Sly.
walk in front here.
It's
Put
fine.
your face in front of that camera. Show everybody you, baby.
Yo, how you guys doing, huh? I'll come over here,
Come
right?
over here.
Yes, right here,
It's
baby, right by me.
Rocky.
Hey, yo, man. I just wanted to come by and say yo and you got all this stuff going on. I didn't know you was gonna do this. I know that guy, though.
Well, sit down and talk so they could see you.
Well, over here, sit here.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
and there's your mic.
There's your mic, bring it
We have a
over.
mic for you right there.
I got a bad eye, I'm just saying, you know.
So what do you want
Is
to
that
say to
good?
this guy, Rock?
I want to say, yo, that was a great song, eh? And that lady next to you looks like Adrian. I'm just saying.
Oh, yo, baby.
No, really, if your hair was black
Yeah?
and you were shorter and your eyes was a different color and you wore glasses,
Yeah.
you'd be a perfect Adrian. Don't you think so?
I think so.
Yeah, no, it's nice to be here. Thanks very much. And I love the king, eh? You do look just like him, you know?
We all loved him.
Yeah.
So, Rock.
Huh?
Love your movies.
Yeah.
What? Oh, my movies. Oh,
Yeah.
thanks a lot, huh? Appreciate that. Yo, I was good.
I think he's been hitting the head too many times.
I think you're absolutely right. You know, a lot
I
of
can
times
vouch
you know
for
what I'm
that.
talking about, right? How you doing, huh? Hey, you're very tight up here. You need
I
like a little
know,
rub
always
down,
like
you
that.
know? All right,
Too
good.
much
I'm
going
sorry.
on, baby.
Give us a little something.
What do you want?
A little something, something.
Well, did you say you're from Jersey?
Yeah,
So you know Philadelphia, right? You know they say we talk funny in Philly, right?
yeah.
See, I don't believe that, you know? So what I want to do, anybody out there who's listening, if you're not from Philadelphia, I'm going to give you some pointers, all right? So when you go to Philly and you talk to people, you don't sound stupid, all right? All right. Any words that begin with the letters TH always makes a D sound. Now, this, that, these, those, them, and there.
And
Right? Now, if TH is in the middle of the word, it still makes a D sound, like, yo, another, give me another hoagie. You know what I mean? Leather, nice leather jacket you're wearing, right? But there's a deception to that rule, too. And that's the word birthday. So you got TH in the middle there, but it makes a F sound. Happy birthday. You know what I mean? TH is at the end of the word, usually makes a T sound. Like if you're going to go order a steak, a pat steak, say, yo, give me a cheese with. That means you want a cheesesteak with fried onions. Now, there's a deception there, too. I'm almost done.
yeah, we do a Philly steak.
Yeah, there's a deception there, too. Like if you're on 95 and you get lost, you don't know if you're going north or south. You see that there? So just take that for what it's worth, and yo, you're welcome. Go ahead.
All
Yeah.
right, so wait. Can you do one more thing for us before we introduce you?
Whatever you want.
Okay. Do the, like when you're calling Adrian or your buddies the same word and you say,
Oh, you mean like the word yo?
well,
That's what it is.
with-
No, that's it.
all right, do it.
Yeah, well, see, that's one of the words that we had a big fight with people up in New York. They say that they started the word yo, and that's wrong. Yo started here in Philadelphia. Now, yo means something different every time it's spoken. That's because there's always a different emotion when you deliver. I'll give you a couple examples, all right? Let's say me and Adrian over there, we go to this restaurant, right? And there's the guy, he comes, he pours water. Oh, that's another word, water. It's not water, it's water, W-O-O-D-E-R. Anyway, he puts water in her glass, and he don't put nothing in mine. I look at him and I say, hey, yo, that means, what am I, job liver? Right? Same restaurant, me and Adrian sitting there, there's a guy all the way in the back making googly eyes at my Adrian. I get up and I give him one of these. Hey, yo! That means I'm going to break your face in about 2 minutes, right? And then, we get up, we leave the restaurant, I see my buddy Anthony, I say, yo! That means I'm coming over, I'm dropping her off, I'll be right there. But there's always my favorite, Jerry. And that's me and Adrian get back to the house, I turn the lights down low, I put on some music, I look at her, she looks at me, I give her one of these. Hey, yo. I ain't gotta tell you what that means, do I? All right, there you go. That's for you.
Thank you. So now, everybody, the one and only, the man of many faces, John Monforto.
Hey, thanks a lot. Great to be here. It's a
Okay.
pleasure. Thank you
Listen.
for having me.
tell everyone how they could reach out to you for hiring you, because if you don't hire them, you're nuts. Go ahead.
JohnMonforto.com. There's everything on there. There's songs, there's pictures, there's videos of all the characters I do. Feel free. Give us a call, even if it's just for a price and you don't hire me, that's fine. But just give us a call.
So he does Elvis.
I was
He
just gonna
does
say that.
The Godfather, guys.
Let's hear him.
Off the charts. Go ahead. Do it.
Well, I just want to say I'm very, very sorry to hear about that, my good friend Mario. I'm very sorry to hear about your brother Luigi passing away tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. I'm just saying.
Okay, he has to do. We're doing Elvis. He has to do an Elvis.
Oh, okay, do a little
Gotta
bit.
do
Oh,
of
come on,
Elvis.
baby. Don't let me,
With
come
the
on. It won't make me
broadcast.
feel funny, you know what I mean? Come on. I can't be doing Elvis here with the real Elvis sitting right
We
there.
know
you
that,
what
but
I mean?
it's okay.
I appreciate it. Just want to say thank you. Thank you very
Thank you
much.
very much.
Thank you very much. He's amazing.
Yes.
So,
Absolutely.
all right. So you do like over 30. You don't have to name them all, but what are your 5 favorites?
Elvis, Rocky, The Godfather.
Mm-hmm.
That's. I just started doing. I like doing John Wayne
Okay.
because it's easy to make people laugh because John Wayne was just an actor, a stoic actor, and you get him to come on stage and sing, it makes people laugh.
Okay.
You know what I mean? John Wayne, and I guess the other one would be like Rod Serling. Like I like the older characters. You know, I could do Alfred Hitchcock, Rod Serling, Ed Sullivan.
Yeah.
Ed Sullivan is a pretty good one too, because people just crack up when you
Do
say
it,
one
please
word.
do it.
Hello there. Now tonight, really, really big shoe. We've got the high-flying Yablonsky brothers, aerial photos of Kate Smith, and for all you chickadees out there, we've got the Muppets and that little Italian mouse Topo Gigio.
Awesome.
I bet you were a fan of an old friend of mine. He's passed away now, Will Jordan.
Will Jordan, I remember Will Jordan.
Will was a very good
Yeah.
friend of mine.
That's cool.
He did my ex-wife. You know what the word for that is? Oh!
Hey, yo!
No, oh!
Oh,
I
exactly.
thought this was a clean show.
All right, let's play another song. Come
Our
on,
nickname
Luke.
was the Memphis mattress.
Oh my God. No, he can talk. It's
Yeah, I
hysterical.
just
know,
really
it
got
is.
through.
Hysterical. The hoe, not yo.
Very funny, bro.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna play another song, guys.
There must be lights burning brighter somewhere. Got to be birds flying higher in a sky more blue. If I can dream of a better land where all my brothers walk hand in hand, tell me why, oh why, oh why won't that dream come true? Oh why? There must be peace and understanding sometime. Strong winds of promise that will blow away all the doubt and fear. If I can dream of a warmer sun where hope keeps shining on everyone, tell me why. Oh why won't that sun appear? We're lost in a cloud with too much rain. We're trapped in a world that's troubled with pain. But as long as a man has the strength to dream, he can redeem his soul and fly. Deep in my heart, there's a trembling question. Still, I am sure that the answer is gonna come somehow. Out there in the dark, there's a beckoning candle. Oh yeah, and while I can think, while I can talk, while I can stand, while I can walk, while I can dream, please let my dream come true. Right now, oh, let it come true right now. Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Great job, great job. All right.
Okay.
Would you like to ask Elvis a question?
Bobby.
Hey, Bobby. No, I'm just really honored to be here with you. I love your stories. Oh, you did want to talk about the Bonnie Lee Blakely thing, right? Didn't you want to talk about that?
She was going to ask me, somebody mentioned it, I know that.
Yeah, we mentioned it.
Well, you gotta tell
If
them
you
who-
wanna bring
if
that
nobody
up. But I'm
knows.
just honored to be here with you guys. It's great to meet you and be here, and I'm loving all your stories. It's just great. I'm a
Before we
huge
get to
Elvis fan,
Bonnie,
too.
could I just mention one thing? That Bobby said that he did not sleep in Elvis's bed. Tell him about Elvis Week at Vernon Presley's house.
Well, what happened was I have some posters, actually. I've got paintings, original paintings from a woman, Diana. And her husband, he was a doctor, they bought Vernon Presley's house after Bonnie and Hobart, who owned the Hickory Log across from Graceland, was a restaurant there for many years. And Elvis used to get food from there and have it sent over to the house. And Charlie Hodge would be over there constantly playing a pinball machine, making money. They had a gambling pinball machine there that you'd pull the thing and the ball would go up in the air and hit pegs and come down, and you'd get it in certain holes, you won. And Charlie was always there, and Elvis knew it. He'd call over and said, tell Charlie to get over here and bring me my Dr. Pepper, and he loved slaw sandwiches and burgers. And he could zoom in with one of his cameras from the house and see Charlie, what numbers he was playing on that pinball machine. So he had that many security cameras that were that good, that he knew everything that was going on the grounds and in front of the gates all the time, whenever he wanted to see.
And that's without AI.
He watched. And when Elvis week was going on, they were going to have a big meetup over at Vernon Presley's house over on Dolan Street, which was right off the corner of the house that was owned by Gary Pepper, which a friend of mine, Phyllis Collis, owned. And I was living there for a while at her house and rented a room there. And that was right at the back of the barn where the horses were. So you could look over the gate and you could see the back of Graceland. It was great. And what happened was they asked if I would be able, because they weren't able to be there that week, if I would watch the house for them.
Okay.
And I stayed there for a week. And I got to use the bed, use the facilities, the showers, everything. And there was, in Vernon's bedroom, where Elvis usually stayed when he went over there.
Okay.
It had the curtains hanging from the ceiling and everything, just like Graceland. It was one way of hiding the paint and the cracks. But
He did sleep in Elvis's bed.
I slept there and I ate there, and I had Sonny West there doing selling his book, along with Red West came by a couple times. Richard Davies came by. The guys that were with Memphis Mafia, I knew them all. They were all great people, and I was good friends with all of them. I have some pictures with me today that are autographed by them and me with them. But they were all a great bunch of guys. I'm working on a movie project with another partner of mine, and it's in Casa Studios, and if it happens, it's going to be great. It's about Elvis meeting with the Beatles, and I'm not going to go into the story
Okay.
because we're still in the works.
Yep.
But it is all going to happen. This I'm sure of. But it was an experience that it's hard to talk about because so many people came through, and the experiences I had, and meeting with the guys at different places, at the clubs, Hernando's, Bad Bob's, Vapors. Everybody that was anybody worked there. David Allen Cole worked
Oh, wow.
in Memphis at
That's
Bad
pretty
Bob's
cool.
Vapors.
Yeah.
He just passed away.
That's
He was
pretty.
good- I was good
Yeah,
friends
you
with him.
told
He
me.
was
I didn't
very
even
nice.
know that he passed away.
Yeah.
Yes.
I could tell you some stories about him, but I'm not going to go into it.
Well,
It'll
I-
get beeped out.
I was honored to become very close friends with Nurse Marion Cock. And I got to interview
That's the
her.
nurse.
And Elvis's nurse, who
Yes.
took care of her the last 2 years of his life. And we spoke every week, even while she was in the facility till she died. She sent me the book she wrote. I couldn't put it down. God's really blessed me with certain things with Elvis. Like I told you the one story, Elvis saved my life. God used Elvis. And it's been just amazing. I got to interview Priscilla Presley's son, Navarone, with his band, with her blessing. I got to meet George Klein and kiss Elvis's ring. I got photos with me and him together. And just so many amazing things. My mom finally said I could go see Elvis in concert. I was 16 when he died. I have the ticket framed in my Elvis poker room. We didn't make it. So we're going to play one more song, and then I want to talk about your thoughts and our thoughts on Elvis's death. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, let's play another song.
It hurts me to see him treat you the way that he does. Oh, it hurts me to see you sit and cry when I know I could be so true if I had someone like you. It hurts me to see the tears in your eyes. The whole town is talking. They're calling you a fool for listening to his same old lies. When I know I could be so true if I had someone like you. It hurts me to see the way he makes you cry. You love him so much, you're too blind to see that he's only playing a game. But he'll never love you, he never will. And darling, don't you know he'll never change? I know that he never will set you free, because he's just that kind of guy. But if you ever tell him you're through, I'll be waiting for you, waiting to hold you so tight, waiting to kiss you goodnight. Yes, darling, if I had someone like you.
Amazing.
I have to say one thing. These songs are from a while ago.
Yeah.
And his voice is even better than that now.
it. I heard
It's stronger.
I believe
Okay, you just,
Th-
it's amazing.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I have chills. It's beautiful. You know what? Before we talk about Elvis being alive and a couple other things, we'll talk about Bonnie Lee Blakely. Rocky has a question for you.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about it. You mentioned Memphis Mafia.
Yeah.
It's a two-part question. One, did you ever get to work with them? And two, what happened to them after Elvis passed?
Charlie Hodge had a problem with drinking. When Elvis passed away, he was lost. He stayed at Graceland for about another year or so, and then he finally left. His mother was down in, I'm trying to think, it was Shreveport, Louisiana or something. His mother lived down there. When I was married to Linda Gale, he got us a booking at a VFW down there, and it was right next to a place called the Brass Rail. And that's where David and I met David Allen Cole. He had toured with my ex-wife and Jerry Lee, Tanya Tucker, Emmylou Harris, the Bellamy Brothers, and a thing that went on over in Europe, in England. And it was a very successful tour in '85. But going back to your question, Charlie wound up moving later on to Pigeon Forge, and they have an Elvis place that they do shows there at, and a lot of an Elvis festival there, and a lot of guys do shows there now. And he worked there for quite a while, going out and talking to the audience and all. Eventually his alcohol caught up to him, and he came out on stage and he was pretty toasted one night. So that was the end of that. But Charlie was a great guy. He loved to tell stories, and he had a great personality, and he worked with Elvis, of course, for many, many years. Knew him in the service. That's where he met him. And Joe Esposito was doing tours and things with Graceland, talking and telling his stories, along with George Klein, Richard Davies, Jerry Schilling, who still is doing it till today.
Wow.
Most 95%, 98% of the guys are gone. Larry Geller is still alive. He was part of the group. He was Elvis's hairstylist, along with Jerry Schilling. That's it.
Did you ever get
Everybody else is
to
gone.
work with the band?
I didn't work with them with Elvis. I met Elvis a few weeks before his passing, and then I began working at Graceland. But I got to be good friends with the guys because they always came down every August and January for the meetups groups that were going on in fan
Right.
clubs, and they were being hired, and they would come in and tell their stories, and I got to be really good friends with
That's
them.
cool.
I have some of their phone numbers still in my phone.
Nice.
And George Klein I knew very, very well. And I shot a video back in, I think, 2007 in Memphis. And I got to interview all the remaining guys along with DJ Fontana
Wow.
for the video on Elvis meeting the Beatles. And that footage is mine. I own it. It's licensed and
What a thrill.
it's secured.
That's
I-
amazing.
When we do our shows and we get into the movie, we're possibly going to do a series. It's going to be part of that.
That's
I
cool.
got hours and hundreds of hours of footage.
Wow.
But the guys were all great. They were
Yeah.
super nice people. Even Red West, he would come over to the clubs in Memphis, and I would see him there. Sonny West. I had so many good friends. It's hard to remember them all.
They all
really,
seem like a bunch of great guys. I mean,
They really were.
yeah.
But you
cool.
could spend hours talking about them and not talking about Elvis and just bringing Elvis into the conversations
Yeah.
with the stories that they had and the experiences they had protecting him, working with him, the bus tour shows, tours when they were driving or the plane trips. There were a lot of very crazy things that went on that are some really fabulous stories that until I write my book, I'm not going to talk about them.
When you were sitting there with Elvis talking, was your heart going crazy?
Well, actually, we weren't sitting, we were standing.
I was standing.
He had just come down the stars.
I'm looking for the chemistry class. Is this the library here?
Hey, lady!
You know her. Hey, lady! But I'm actually here because I'm looking for a class that I have to. Geri Petito.
Yes.
You guys got the same first name.
That's right.
Are you Rocky?
Yo.
I'm so thrilled.
You're standing in front of the camera.
So listen,
Over here.
sit down next to Rocky.
Oh,
Over here, eh?
Oh, I can stay here?
You can stay here.
I'll let the kids wait then.
All right.
That's-
Get a photo.
Pull it down.
Oh, you want me to talk in
He
this
looks
thing
great
here?
since he died.
Oh, over here. All right.
You do that?
All right. Hello?
there you go.
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me?
So, tell us who you are.
Well, my name is Julius Kelp, and I happen to be a little famous myself. I did a movie years ago called The Nutty Professor. As you can see, I look a little nutty. But this is the way I was born, and I can't help it. But this is what you get. But the movie was about being somebody that you're not, because I took a formula, and it was I turned into Buddy Love, which didn't work for me. But I try to teach my kids that you got to stay true to your nature. And my nature is this.
You got kids?
I have a lot of nephews.
Oh, nephews. Okay.
Nephew Melvin Kelp, Stanley Kelp. Hello, are you Iglesias? No. Oh, that's not him. Yeah, I have Stanley, Marvin. I got a lot of nephews out there, and they're part of the Kelp show.
I got a dog. I got a big dog named Buckus.
Buckets?
Buckus. You know, like Dick Buckus?
Dick Buckets, that's that
Yeah, the
soccer
football
player,
guy.
football guy, right?
Right,
I was
right.
close. Yeah, I got a dog too.
Good.
Nutty. That we named him Nutty also. We couldn't come up with anything, but we came up with Nutty. And actually, it's really good for him because he looks at me and he knows that we are almost the same.
You got the same teeth as you do.
He's got some pair of teeth on him. Yeah, his fur is all over. I don't cut him. I just let him be free to be. Let him who he wants to be, because, like I said, you can't change people like I try to change. I just let the dog do his thing.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, very nice meeting
Pleasure.
you. Very
Yeah.
nice meet, and nice to have me at your table.
What would you guys like to say to Nutty?
You look great since you passed away. Who's your doctor?
Well, I always believe in comebacks.
There you go.
And that's what I'm doing. I'm making a comeback for Mr. Lewis to be the Nutty.
So, this guy right here, everybody, he is incredible. He absolutely, by far,
More
is
than-
the best Jerry Lewis Nutty Professor ever.
I can
He's a
see
very
that.
good friend of mine and all of us, really. Okay, Angelo Capone, say hello.
Hi, Angelo Capone.
He's amazing, amazing. And if you guys want to hire Nutty, if you guys want to hire Rocky, if you guys want to hire Elvis, listen, reach out to me because, see, I get a little kickback. I'm just saying, no, I don't. All right, tell everyone how they can reach. You want to tell, or can you tell everybody how? Tell everybody how to reach out to you.
You come on Face to Face Production 611 at gmail.com. Or you could call me at 917-836-7031, which I prefer because I don't like texting and
Yeah, me
emails.
too.
I just like hearing and meeting with people, and that's the best way to do it. And we'll work something out, whatever show, whatever budget, we'll do it because I'm about just giving myself to the people.
And he's telling the truth there, guys. Amazing, amazing.
This is the real me.
Oh,
Beautiful.
I love the character.
So you're sitting next to Rocky, man.
I didn't know that is related to the
Make him an offer he can't
Capone
refuse.
family.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the Capones. We're all here together.
It's hard to do without the hair and teeth.
I like
Normally I do this because it is about feeling the character.
Right.
And when I'm in a spot like this, I just
There you go.
do this. Just become Jerry, just a regular kid that and I just have fun with it because that's what I know to do. Because as you know, you have to put on the right stuff in order to feel like you're somebody. So I'm just Jerry being the kid right now, and I came up with my Uncle Julius.
So now, this guy right here, Bobby Memphis, what do you want to say to him?
I heard something about you and Elvis together both.
Yeah.
Together both?
Not in that way, though.
Oh, okay. Could you give me some type of understanding of what you did and how you did it and why you did it?
Well, all that will take an hour, so it's on the show. You'll get to see it.
Oh, okay.
All right, but
He can watch the reruns.
yes, you can watch the reruns.
That comeback.
The
Right.
comeback. The comeback. That's great. All right, so what do you think of these two guys?
I think they're great. I really do. I mean, he really looks his part, and the other guy's a little too tall, but he's great at what he's doing. I mean, really, he looks like Sly.
Yo,
right?
huh?
Sounds
Insane.
just like him.
Sounds like him, looks like him.
He was given the title from
Can you hit like him?
Sure.
Just don't come this
Say
way.
yes to everything, they say.
He was given the title from a former Philadelphia mayor as the, go ahead.
The official Rocky impersonator for the city
There
of
you go.
Philadelphia.
That I
Yeah,
like.
that, yeah.
Yo, thanks a lot,
Yeah,
huh?
he was, absolutely.
So, Bobby, you were talking about the
Elvis being
Memphis
alive.
Mafia. No, before you get to that,
All right.
All
the
right,
first
is this
time I
better?
got to go to Graceland,
But I don't know.
I wanted to meet George Klein so bad. We left Graceland on a Thursday. George Klein only came in on Fridays.
Yes.
I missed him, and then he passed away. So, I always think about that. You know, I got his book, and I wanted him to sign it. But yeah, anyway, great.
Yeah, I used to go visit George in jail. I did, I swear. He got into a predicament with something about his radio station, and he was beefing it up with, I guess, like sending in a lot of stuff from other people, mail. I don't know what they call it, but it got him in trouble. He got 30 days in jail, and I used to go down to the courthouse, and I'd visit with him over in the jail for a while, talk to him
I
through
didn't
a
know.
window.
Yeah, I didn't know he was in
know
jail,
either.
but I would have visited him too.
I used to go to his house and visit with him and his wife, and I knew George for 47, 48 years, probably nearly 50 years, and he was a great guy, great for stories and all. And I remember one time I had a book, something like this. George opened it up, and he shows me a picture of a guy, and he says, "Bob, who do you think this is?" I says, "That looks like a young Elvis." He looks at me, and he goes, "Uh-uh." He says, "It's a kid down here in Mississippi, one of his." Elvis has got multiple children
Oh, yeah.
all over.
Wait. So George Klein said to you that's one of Elvis's children.
Yes.
So, okay, Elvis Aaron Presley Jr. I interviewed him. I have the court documents. He is his son. He was born in '61. He's my age. Sounds and
Elvis
looks.
Presley Jr.
Yeah,
I know.
Elvis Aaron Presley Jr.
Listen,
Yep.
he was working up in Branson, Missouri
There
when
you
I
go.
was living up there.
And Deborah Presley Brando. She was married to Marlon Brando's son, Christian. She wrote a book this thick. I couldn't put it down. She sent it to me. I've interviewed her a ton of times. And she was born, she's older than us. She was born before Lisa Marie. And
What do you mean older than us?
she's, well, older than me. She's older than me.
Okay.
So, all right. So I'm going to share something. So
Share.
Nurse Marion, when she was in the facility, prior to her being in the facility, she would say things like this to me. Now, Jerry, you know I can't answer that. Don't ask me anything personal about Elvis. He had one daughter. He had, whatever. And I loved her for that, her loyalty to Elvis. So when she was in the facility and was forgetting things, because my dad died of Alzheimer's, and I called her up one day and I said, sweetie, there's a few people saying they're Elvis's kids. I actually got court documents, and I give her the names, and she said, Jerry, yes, and I'm sure there were more. It was Elvis. Now, she would never have said that to me prior, okay? And I smiled. My heart melted. Sad, too, that I knew she was forgetting things, but you remember everything from back then, kids.
Yeah, my mom's like that.
Yeah, and she admitted it to me, and that was all I needed. So now, let's get back to this. I believe 100% Elvis Presley is alive, and I had reasons for that too. I can't really disclose too many of my reasons because the people that share things with me wouldn't want me to. You talk about it. Tell everybody, look into the camera, why you know Elvis is alive.
Okay, when I was working at Graceland in 1978, this is a year after Elvis was supposed to have passed away, I was with Harold Lloyd, Elvis's double first cousin, and we were working the evening shift. We had some friends over, and we got a call that Vernon was ill. And I discussed this on the show with
Yes,
you
you
the
did.
last time.
Yep.
And they said, stay at the gate. We've got a car coming in. Let them through. Do not check out who's in the car. Just let them through. The car arrived, I'd say about 1:30 or so. It was Thursday night, that I remember. It was November. It was cold. And they said, we may have to get an ambulance also because Vernon may have to go to the hospital. Well, that car came in. It got to the gate. Harold hit the button on the left of the door frame, and the gate opened up. Car came in. It was a small black limo, 4-door, and the car stopped after coming in the gate and just let the window down on the back right side, in the back seat, and they're just staying there. And Harold says, damn, I wonder what they want. I said, Harold, maybe they got a question for you. He says, yeah, I guess so. So he said, decided finally to go outside. He walked up to the window, and I'm behind him, and another friend of mine is in the guardhouse at the doorway. And he goes to look in the window, says, can I? And he looks and he goes, and Elvis is sitting there with his glasses, wire-rimmed glasses, short hair, all silver, no sideburns, sitting like this. And he looks up at Harold and he goes, how you doing, Harold? And Harold just turned white and fell back, and he would have hit his head on the concrete step. I caught him, and they're laughing their asses off. Excuse the expression, but it was the truth. They are laughing. In the back seat sat Elvis, and next to him was a girl that years later I found out was a girl named Debbie Woodard. At the time, she was known as Debbie Bennett by her unmarried name, and she gave me this necklace which belonged to Elvis. He made it for her and gave it to her. She passed away some 13 years ago in Arkansas, but she was Elvis's girlfriend at the time. She was with him from 1975 to 1981, where he pretended to have died again to get away from her. She was pregnant and nuts. But that was in Hawaii. They had a home in Hawaii, and they were being watched by Secret Service, who would bring them food and pick up things for them and drive them around. And Joe Esposito was sitting on the other side of the car. I know this was true because when I was at the Peabody Hotel doing my video for my show and my movie, I was with George Klein and Joe Esposito, and we're up on the second floor, and Debbie is standing there looking at Joe, and Joe looks up and goes, "Oh my God, Debbie, where have you been? What did you do?" And then the next word out of his mouth is, "What did we have?" She had a little girl, and it was Elvis's daughter. Her name is Jamie. She lives in Arkansas. She is now a nurse at a hospital. And the car window went up. They went up the driveway around to the back of the house. Harold got up. He said, "Bob, shut the gate. Don't let anybody in." He ran up around the back of the house, saw them getting out of the car, still laughing, and walk into the back of Graceland.
So
I
now,
know it was true.
now tell everyone who came to Lisa Marie's funeral that you
Oh,
saw.
I was just going to mention that. That's one of yours.
Yeah, that was a gentleman by the name of Bob Joyce, preacher Bob Joyce. And he was there with Priscilla, and even at her son's funeral, Bob was there. They said that week when he was supposed to do his sermon that he was sick, but he flew out to L.A. and he went to the house and gave the eulogy for Benjamin,
Now, why would he do that?
because it's his grandson. And
That's
as I understand, it's been reported that Riley
right.
just did a song with Bob not too long back, a few months ago, and she said, "This is my granddad. This is Elvis."
I'm going to have to Google that because I know for a fact that is Elvis.
Yeah, I know it too, because
He saw
one
him.
of the guys, when I broke my collar, was a guy named Mike. He lives up in Branson, Missouri. He is married to another girl named Pearl, who is supposed to be Elvis's daughter also. She has gone through the tests, and there are many children.
There are many. I mean, it was Elvis.
Yes.
I always had this dream that when I turned 18, I was going to Graceland. And I was climbing that fence because I was a lot smaller then, honey, and I could have done it. And I was going to have Elvis's baby. Let's just say that, okay? And that didn't happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
But the interesting thing, Mike, who took me to the hospital, went with his wife down to Arkansas, Bennett, Arkansas, and went to the church. And after all those years, from 75 to 79, when Mike was there at Graceland working, and he worked with me there, Bob came up to him, shook his hand, and he says, "How are you? I believe I know you." And he said, "Bob, it is." He says, "There are some scars around the eyes, around the face." He says, "But he's got the same gap in his teeth that Elvis
Yep.
had filled." And he says, the neck has been tightened up, but he
Right.
says, it's definitely
It's the finger.
Elvis. He's got the broke
Finger.
pinky on his
Yep.
right hand and everything.
Amazing. Amazing.
Stories, huh?
So now we have a little bit more time. We're going to let you wrap things up. But before you do, if you want to tell everyone about Bonnie Lee Blakely.
Well, Bonnie Lee was somebody from New Jersey, Glen Gardner, I think, New
Okay.
Jersey. And she loved stars, and she moved out to Memphis. She became one of the girls that were seeing Jerry Lee, my brother-in-law. And she became friends with a lot of musicians out there and people. And she eventually got herself in trouble when she went to visit Will Jordan and a couple other people that were friends of Will's in a jazz club out in California. And they were having Will Jordan's birthday party. And Robert Blake came in, and Will introduced Bonnie and Blake together. Later on, that evening, they were in the back of his truck having sex, and she became pregnant. She swore that she was on a pill and she couldn't, but yeah, they were fertility pills. She got pregnant, had the baby, and she recorded all her conversations with everybody and anybody, whether it was Blake or me or hundreds of other people that she knew. Bonnie was a bit of a grifter. She had a shady past, but she didn't deserve to die for because of what she was doing. Maybe go to jail, but she didn't deserve to die. She was a funny person. She said men are stupid. Probably true. I'm stupid. I know that.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
we're all stupid.
People tell me that all the time.
Ruben, how many more songs do we have?
That's it.
Two, right?
Two. Okay, we have two more songs.
Okay, but eventually it turned out that she recorded conversations with Blake and said He said he's got a bullet with my name on it. He's got a story written for me. What do you think he's talking about? I said, he's going to kill you, or he's going to have someone kill you. It turned out it happened that way, and it was recorded. I was approached by the LAPD. I became one of her witnesses for her for the defense, for Bonnie, the victim, and so was her sister. We did television shows. I was in multiple newspapers, the Inquirer, Star Magazine, all of it. 98% of those stories were all given by me in defense of her. Like I said, she didn't deserve to die for for living and wanting to be married to a star and have a child. And she did, but it cost her life, unfortunately.
Unfortunately. That's a sad story, but thank you for sharing that. So let's play one more of the songs now.
We're caught in a trap. I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby. Why can't you see? Hear what you're doing to me when you don't believe a word I say. We can't go on together with suspicious minds. We can't build our dreams on suspicious minds. No one's and no friend I know. Stop by to say hello, but I still see suspicion in your eyes. Here we go again. Ask me where I've been. You can't see these tears I realize why. We can't go on together with suspicious minds. We can't build our dreams on suspicious minds. Oh, little love survive. Oh, yes, darling, I dry the tears from your eyes. Let's don't let a good thing die. 'Cause Lord, honey, you know that I'd never lie to you. We're caught in a trap. I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby. Why can't you see what you're doing to me when you don't believe a word I say? Don't you know we're caught in a trap? I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby. Don't you know we're caught in a trap? I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby. Don't you know we're caught in a trap? I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby. Don't you know we're caught in a trap? I can't walk out now, Lord, because I love you too much, baby. We're caught in a trap. I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby. We're caught in a trap. I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby.
baby. Yeah, baby. Woohoo! So, before we kind of go into your final thoughts, I want to show everybody this. This was a gift given to me by Bobby and Cookie
Today.
today, okay? A scrapbook. And inside is all things of Elvis, everything about Elvis. Articles,
this
photos,
right.
everything, okay? It's very old, and listen, I will cherish this for the rest of my life. Can you tell everyone a little bit about this?
This was purchased by me at an auction of some very wealthy people that loved Elvis. They went to Graceland constantly, and their children didn't appreciate it. They weren't fans, I guess. But this, along with some books that I've given to her, and
I've got books
the
too.
other members here, I guess they've
Yeah.
gotten some.
Yeah?
We're all a huge collection at an auction that we're at their mansion, and I thought if I am an Elvis fan. I can't say I'm not, but this is something that I thought you would appreciate more than anybody,
Oh, my gosh.
and it is
so
filled from front to back with articles from newspapers that these people meticulously cut out and pasted in here through Elvis's life, and it is priceless.
Priceless, Jerry.
It's priceless. Listen, if you would have brought me a pen that was Elvis's, I would have been just as happy, but not. The way I feel in my heart right now about you with this is, I can't even describe it. So thank you.
I'm glad you had now
Thank
are the
you.
new owner.
Oh, my gosh.
There you go.
Wow. So, guys, these are Elvis's glasses, okay? These are Elvis, like we said before, but I'm going to say it again. And now I'm wearing them. And we're going to give you some final thoughts, and we're going to do something different today, producer. We're not going to play my theme song at the end. All right, when I give you the thumbs up, we'll play his last song. But I want you to do some final thoughts, but then I want everyone here to say something to this guy before we close. In the audience, we have the Nutty's wife. We have Rocky's wife. Did you guys want to come and say hello?
Come on.
All right, come. You're good? You're good? All
Hey,
right,
you
yell
get to
hello.
sleep with him at night.
Yell
You can't
hello.
come say hello?
Yell
Come on.
Hey, come on.
Yell hello. Yell hello. Okay, they're saying hello, okay? We love
Come on,
you,
Miss
ladies.
Nutty.
We love you, ladies.
Both words, yo and ho.
All right. Now, listen, so why don't you give us some closing words?
My closing thoughts. Elvis was probably about the greatest entertainer in history. I mean, there was Sinatra, fabulous. People like, Sammy Davis Jr., unbelievable talent. And they were all known by Elvis. They were all friends. In Vegas, they all did things together. And, to have met him was something that most fans wish they could have done. For me, it was an accident just about, because if I hadn't met Lorraine Smith, Elvis's aunt, she wouldn't have invited me up to the house that day. And just meeting Vernon, and then knowing Lisa Marie, yes, through the years that she was growing up that I was there, she was a little brat.
I would have
She
been too,
was a
though.
spoiled brat, but she was a very intelligent little girl. There are stories that I have that I will not tell on the radio or television
No.
because it'd probably get me shot. But she was a handful. But a beautiful little girl, her cousins, Sandy Miller's daughter, Vernon's nurse, who was going to be his wife, didn't happen. Sam Phillips, the Phillips family, Jerry Lee, my brother-in-law, everybody called him the killer. Well, his sister, my ex-wife, should have had that title. But I swear to God, 14 years old, married her second husband. She got married at 11 and had to get an annulment. And she married the guy twice after that. So 3 times married the same guy. That was Jerry Lee's manager, Cecil Harrelson. And she can deny it all she wants. I have the proof at home in a briefcase. But at 14, she got her second husband to commit suicide while she was on the phone talking to him. And she laughed about it. and they clean the brains up the next day. So,
All right, well,
you know,
let's.
wonderful people.
let's-
But I
let's
tell you, I have
have a
met
happier
such,
note at
I
the
have
end.
met such interesting people in my life that I can't think of the stories all in an hour, hour and a half.
Right.
I couldn't think of it in a day. I mean, my experiences are fabulous.
Amazing.
No, the people I've known, that I shook hands with, that I've talked with, and they are just people, as we all are. We have the gentleman over there who does Jerry, he's fabulous. And I know somebody that is looking for Jerry for a movie. I want your business card,
Yes.
bro.
All right, you got it. I'm ready to go.
Yes,
I want your business card, because it may
I just
turn,
wet
it
my
may work.
pants, I think.
It may work out for you. The gentleman who's doing Stallone there, very,
Yep.
very nice gentleman, and he does a great job with that. He looks the part. I don't know how close he is to the real thing. I have to ask his wife.
so now Cookie,
Yes.
would you like to have some closing words, sweetie?
Well, I'm just so glad to meet you because
You guys have been talking forever.
talking, and it seems like we know each other for a long time.
She gave me the middle finger on text.
Yeah, you like that one.
I loved
huh?
it.
You loved it, right?
I thought she sent that to me.
That was so
Yes.
funny, we were cracking
Just
up.
being here and just reminiscing about Elvis and who he is. And I'm just so excited to be here.
So
And
are
it's
we.
just- Yeah.
So, before we close out, I'm gonna ask you guys, and you also to say your closing words. What would you
My
like to
closing
say?
words are, thank you very much.
Oh, yeah, perfect. Oh my
There you
God, that was
go.
perfect, yeah. All right, okay, Nutty.
Mine is that I'm very grateful that Jerry invited me here for a friend. Oh, there's two people that are still alive, Rocky and the Nutty Professor.
This is true.
So I just want to get that out there.
Okay,
But it's always a thrill to be with Jerry.
Yes.
And just to have someone like yourself to meet you and to know what you hold as stories, that intrigues me because I have my stories. But to hear that, you know, I'm going to be 72 next month. And I used to stand in front of that mirror and lip sync to Elvis any chance I got. Because I had the hair, I used to lacquer it. So he's been with me. But the only thing my mother and father used to say, no, you look like Jerry, put that away. So I've been doing Jerry since I'm 9, and it's a thrill to have someone else give the other side of stories like yourself. So I thank the both of you for here, and my friend John, and nice seeing you.
Bobby, I'm totally enamored to be in your presence. I mean, it's fabulous to hear your wonderful stories.
No, I've
And,
got a lot more to go.
I'm sure you do. But the biggest one for me is to finally put that exclamation point on whether or not Elvis is alive or not.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yep.
Thank you, man.
Crazy.
Ava?
It's just such an honor to meet you and be here with you. I know we talked also on the radio before, we talked by text, and the stories, as these gentlemen said, and the energy in the room here with everybody is just so wonderful. So I thank you, Jerry, for that. But thank you guys, all of you, for taking the time to be here with us. It's such an honor.
So I want to say my thank yous now. Okay, I want to say first of all, to you, my amazing co-host. What am I, your sister from another mister?
Sister from another Mr. Baby.
There you go. I love you, Ava Holly. This has been amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank
you.
you. Thank you, thank you very much. I don't do it as good as you, but listen, all right? Give me that a little bit.
Uh-huh.
All right? Rocky, baby.
Yo.
Thank you, babe.
Hey, you're welcome,
You know
man.
I love you. You know how much I
you
love
too.
you. Okay? And Nutty, you know how much I love you too, right?
Oh, I know, thank you.
And thank you so much for surprising us today and running in like a psycho.
That's my life.
Cookie,
Yes.
I love you.
I love you
Thank
too,
you
baby.
for opening up your heart to me and allowing me to touch this guy
Touch them
the
all
whole
you want.
time.
Go ahead.
All right, just like
Lower.
okay, that was the best. That was the best. You have Elvis's underwear on? Is that what you're telling me?
No,
Well,
I
too
left
bad
those
then.
home.
Then too bad. All right, that
There
was
you go.
stupid. All right, anyway, I love you, Cook.
You
This
too,
was
babe.
amazing.
You
Okay,
too.
thank you. And listen, what can I say to you? Bobby Memphis, everybody, you are off the charts. And my ETAs are going to be very jealous about this show because not only did I come out of retirement just to do it, you also knew Elvis. You also worked at Graceland. I mean, you did sleep in Elvis's bed at Vernon, so I'm just saying, putting it out there, honey. And you're wearing Elvis's shirt. You have so many things that belong to Elvis. Okay, you gave me this incredible gift.
The real deal.
And all those ETAs I love, and they're great, but they can't even
No.
possibly think about what you've done, okay? Where you've been, who you've known, and this is unbelievable. So you honored me here today. I can't even tell you. I'm on cloud nine. Everyone in my
We're
life
so happy.
and strangers have gotten these messages that I'm losing my mind over this, and it happened today. So thank you,
Glad.
sweetheart.
It was a pleasure meeting you.
Oh,
Thank you,
Jerry.
sweetheart.
Oh,
And I'm wearing it. I'm
she's,
gonna cry.
she's crying.
Elvis's glasses.
Yes.
All right, producer, enough of this. Take us out.
When no one else can understand me, when everything I do is wrong, you give me hope and consolation. You give me strength to carry on, and you're always there to lend a hand in everything I do, and that's the wonder of you. And when you smile, the world is brighter. You touch my hand and I'm a king. Your kiss to me is worth a fortune. Your love for me is everything. I guess I'll never know the reasons why you love me as you do. And that's the wonder of you. Play, James. I guess I'll never know the reasons why you love me as you do, and that's the one.